found dead in Paris after taking his own life. A well-known French broadcaster had publicly accused him of raping her when she was just 13. And that prompted many of Hamilton's former models to allege that his crimes stretched back 40 years. Our Foreign Affairs correspondent Jonathan Rugman has been talking to the first woman to break her silence. And I must warn you, this report contains distressing details of what happened to her.
Last Friday, the British photographer David Hamilton killed himself in this street in Paris, alone in this block of flats. He was 83. His books of photographs sold in their millions, and at the heart of his fame were his erotic pictures of nude women and young teenage girls. His work, he said, was in search of a lost paradise.
This man is not a genius.
What is he?
He is a pedophile. I don't know if you say it in English.
Pedophile, yes.
He's a pedophile. He raped a lot of little girls.
Ever since the 1960s, Hamilton divided his time between Paris and the pleasure beaches of the south of France. It was here that he recruited his models and where he met Flavie, now 42 and a well-known French broadcaster.
I was 12 when I met David Hamilton in the south of France, and he saw me in a restaurant and he wanted to meet me, and he asked my mother, "I just want to see your daughter in front of my camera." And we tried. He was very happy. He told me, "You are the new one," and he asked me to come back next summer.
She did come back, and she claims Hamilton molested her every afternoon that he was taking photographs. Can you remember what happened on the first day?
I do. I remember the sky, because he wanted me to lay on the balcony, you know, and it was a sunny day. And I was looking at the sky and I wanted to jump and to go away. I didn't feel well, you know, and he came near me. He was nude. I was nude, and he come with his head in my legs, you know.
Between your legs.
Between my legs, and I was so afraid.
She says Hamilton took her to beaches, using her as his accomplice to find other girls, and that after a few days he raped her.
I remember there were a little window near the shower, and when he raped me I was looking at the window and I wanted to escape by the window, but I knew it wasn't possible. My spirit escaped this day. I only let him my body.
Your body.
And he gave me the towel and he told me, you know, it's like a butcher washing his hands, and he told me, be careful, your mother is coming.
Hamilton committed suicide in Paris last week, just a few weeks after Flamand had gone public. He claimed he was innocent and that she was just looking for 15 minutes of fame by defaming him. But Flamand's book, with Hamilton's photograph of her 13-year-old self on the cover, has prompted several alleged victims to come forward.
We received each day some calls of women crying and telling, I didn't dare to speak, but now he's not here to make me afraid, and I can say he did it to me.
Just before he died, Hamilton ate his last meal in this cafe at the end of his street, a sandwich with wine. The waitress told me he sat alone and he never smiled. Flamand says 2 women did go to the police about Hamilton years ago, but he succeeded in dismissing them as nude models not to be believed. But even if he'd lived, she couldn't bring charges herself because French law prevents any prosecution for child rape once the victim is over 38 years old.
My lawyer told me, I am sorry, Flavie, it's too late for you. And I felt so, it was awful because I was thinking, okay, so I was raped when I was 13. I don't sleep well. I'm not a happy woman. It's very difficult for me.
Hamilton's photographs are out of fashion now, many of them treading a dangerous line between pornography and art, while their author has taken his secrets and his alleged crimes to his grave.
I think that it's shameful to go like that and to turn his back to us. It's his justice, but not the justice in the eyes, not in front of all the people.
Not in court.
Not in court.
Yet memories of stolen childhoods, stretching back decades, are no longer condemned to silence, but flowing freely at last. Jonathan Rugman, Channel 4 News, Paris.
Broadcaster Flavie talking to Jonathan Rugman.